LinkedIn 非常重要，这大家应该都知道吧？但有很多人不知道的是 LinkedIn 跟 CV 的作用大不相同。很多人把履历的内容原封不动地搬到 LinkedIn， But is that the right move? 那今天就让我们听听专家怎么说。Hello， 欢迎来到 Executive Plus 主管与沟通力的 Podcast。I'm Sherry, an educator, certified coach, and style enthusiast. 我相信专业有效的沟通是语言跟逻辑的完美结合。
And I'm Nick, a startup consultant, corporate trainer, and late-night gaming junkie. I believe great communication requires the right mindset and solid frameworks.
我们希望带给大家职场英语的技能、跨文化沟通技巧与其他能帮助您成为出色领导者的工具。
Join us each week as we share our experience, research, and methodologies to take your communication and language skills from good to great. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Executive Plus podcast. Today, we want to talk about your LinkedIn profile. Now, LinkedIn is a platform that is not commonly used if you're working inside Taiwan. But if you want to connect internationally, this is the place that I recommend most people start. One of the key mistakes people make in their LinkedIn profile is they will copy their resume, put it onto LinkedIn because it's a professional social network, right? It should look like my resume. Well, the one thing that you have to remember is it's a professional social networking site, which means this is not always about finding a job. It could be about finding the right connections. And standing out so that you can network with people is a bit different than applying for a job.
Absolutely. 那在今天的单元，我们就专门来讨论 LinkedIn About 的部分，也就是关于我的部分。因为单元没有办法太的长，所以我们就把它缩减成一个我们现在只 focus 在 About section。那在这个地方呢，我们就来参考了一位专家他所写的书，也是 LinkedIn How to Build Relationship and Get Job Offers Using LinkedIn.
It's quite a mouthful, yes. The title of the book, but it does a very good job of breaking down what is the mindset of building up a large network, connections in LinkedIn, and how you should talk about yourself on the platform in order to build these relationships. And he actually broke down the About Us section into 4 very easy to follow sections. So today we want to share with you what those sections are, our own experience using them, and tips and tricks for you to help build each of these sections in your About as well.
那我先说，其实我也是透过这本书，然后也是来做在我的 About section 来做一些改变。So we're all on the same journey here. And 那第一个部分，也就是我们所谓的 value statement 的价值的这个 statement， 那它只有一句哦 ，just one sentence only.The
reason that your value statement is just one sentence is because this is what appears at the very top of your profile. Anyone who's used LinkedIn or not will notice that your entire profile about doesn't show up in one shot. You have to click to expand. So the idea is that first sentence, if it's the only and first thing people see, it really needs to stand out. It really needs to be clear.
有非常多的人因为原封不动的把我们的 CV 的内容搬到我们 LinkedIn 上面嘛，所以很多人会觉得这个部分可能就是我们的 objective 或者是我们的 executive summary。通常我们在写 executive summary 的时候，句子会稍微长一些，因为你会去解释很多你的 skill set， 然后就是在短短的一个 paragraph 里面嘛。那在 LinkedIn 呢，因为它的排版的一个问题，所以必须一句就马上能够让我们的所有的人能够到你的 LinkedIn profile 上面就能够了解你到底是在做什么。So here, value statement 也就是 I help audience, 看你的 audience 是什么，你要服务的对象是谁。What 也就是什么样子的问题。Through skills 也就是从什么样子的 skill set。This
is also a place where he recommends that you can play with it a little bit to really grab people's attention. So a few examples he gives are things like, I help miserable people see the light in their career. So that miserable people, it sounds dramatic, but it grabs attention, right? Miserable people to see the light. I actually remember a long time ago when I first read this book and I was playing with my LinkedIn profile, I actually wrote the sentence, I help people learn to read minds.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, and the idea, and then I put mind reading is about strategic communication, facilitation, and understanding what other people want. And I actually had that on my profile for several years up until my dad sent me a screenshot and he was like, you help people do what? And I'm like, you have to read the rest of my about profile. But it got attention, right?
Yeah,
it
exactly.
even got my own dad to be like, what are you writing on your
what
LinkedIn?
is my son doing?
What is he doing? He claims that he's consulting, but
oh my gosh.
But it's that attention grabbing. Currently, my personal about is a little more straightforward because of the type of companies and clients that I've been connecting with. Currently, I use a very similar formula where I just say, I coach forward-thinking leaders, entrepreneurs, and executives on communicating their values and ideas to the world. It's that very basic, I help who do what, how.
Exactly. 那我也来提供一下我写的好了。So I use the same way, and my value statement would be, I help executives elevate their communication skills with digital content and personal coaching.
Very straightforward. And one of the keys about this is that audience up front. This is a networking tool. So you're trying to be very clear about who am I helping? Who do I want to connect to? Or it's like, who is like-minded?
Yeah.
So having that audience in mind matters. Many people make a mistake of like, oh, well, I can help anyone and everyone. But if you can help everyone, that also means you help no one. Meaning is your specific skill set may be more effective for a smaller audience who really, really wants to know you. Being clear about who that audience is can go a long way.
那第二个部分呢，也就是你要来解释 why I do what I do， 也就是解释你为什么现在要从事这一个工作，你的 passion 在哪，是从哪里开始的，这个 journey 是从哪一个时候，哪一个点开始的。
This is definitely a section where in as few words as possible, you kind of share your own personal story, right? This is not storytelling time, so it's not I was born in this year, but was there a moment of inspiration? Was there a time that made you go, yeah, someone needs to fix this problem, or someone needs to do this, or it may be an inspiration, whether it was a mentor or a parent or a teacher who inspired you to go build this thing.
那我给大家一个 example， 如果我要使用这个 why I do, what I do， 我要来做一点解释的话 here's my answer. From my very first job as a sales associate at Burberry, I learned how easily relationships are built with good communication and how fast they are destroyed by bad. I have worked with people across industries and across cultures. From those experiences, I grew to appreciate the nuances of business communication. While following my passions for sharing ideas and experience with others, I began teaching. I found that while there is no shortage of English teachers, working professionals in Taiwan lacked resources that helped them improve their communication skills in a dynamic working environment where sentence formulas and grammar rules aren't enough. To change that, I founded Executive Plus, a business English consulting company that caters to working professionals in Asia. I combine my background in finance, passion in fashion, and expertise in education in order to build a one-of-a-kind language coaching service for clients.
While Sherry covers a lot of different aspects of her own journey, you'll notice that they're all threaded together, from her own experience working in a professional environment to her experience of finding a niche in English teaching down to how she's executing that English teaching. It's not her entire background, including you don't even see her degree in there, even though she has multiple higher education degrees and in different disciplines. It really is just covering what are the key aspects for how this journey came about. And then that leads into the third section, interesting facts. Interesting facts are the data that shows that you can do what you say you can do. It's the proof, right? We say the proof is in the pudding, which I must show that I can actually execute on what I say. So this could be proof of your skills. This could be social proof like testimonials. This could just be basic data about experiences of what you've done. For example, in the later section of my own LinkedIn profile, I have our clients have gone on to raise hundreds of millions of US dollars in early stage funding, secured meetings with Fortune 500 partners, and prepared to stand on the stage of the largest conferences around the world. So here I'm laying out how I have helped clients and what they have achieved through my own services.
所以在这个部分呢，我们所谓的 interesting facts， 也就是你可以提供一些证明。那这个证明有可能是你帮助了多少的人啊，你 train 过多少的人，或者呢 social proofs。你如果在 social media 上面，你在 LinkedIn 已经有一些小小的 following， 或者是在 YouTube、IG 怎么样的 social media platform 都好，那你已经累积到了某些 following， 那你就可以在这个地方做一个 social proof。我记得这个写的作者，他在 LinkedIn 上面就是有非常强大的一个 following， 那他本身是一个 career coach 嘛，所以他就写了一些文章，那有超过 like 500,000 likes or something， 所以那个就是他的 social proof。I think Nick 刚刚有讲说，那他的 proof of his skill 也就是他的客户成功的募资到了多少的钱。So 当然 depending on your industry, on your expertise and your position, your proof will be a little bit different, but this is really where you could show your achievements. 那还有一些呢，你可以把一些蛮有趣的东西放出来，也就是让人家看到了可能会会心一笑的东西。So for me, I think Nick and I, we can both put, we're co-host of the top 100 podcast, right? That's the interesting fact. That's our social proof as well.
Right, that's our social proof.
For me, 我也有在国立师范大学有当讲师，还有我最后一个就是 my voice is more well known than my face. And I think maybe that's same for both of us as well.
Yeah, I'm always surprised when someone recognizes me personally without having to speak. I've actually had people go, your voice is so familiar, but I don't know why. One thing that you'll notice with Sherry's examples or having fun with the end is that your LinkedIn profile, although it is professional, it can be more lighthearted than, say, your CV.
Yeah.
Your CV is for job application, but your LinkedIn profile is about building that network and building connections. And people are often more willing to talk to someone they feel is maybe warmer or more lighthearted as opposed to like hardcore and serious. They may actually be a great connection for you, but they may be intimidated because like, ooh, this person's so professional.
Absolutely. So yeah, 我觉得想一些自己蛮有趣的一些 interesting facts 也能够让你更能够跟人家联系这个感情。And the next one, actually, we have 2 more left. And the next one is, how can I help you section?
How can I help you section is just simply a call to action, which is leaving a contact window or leaving the best way for them to get in touch with you so that you can start building that connection.
那这个作者呢，我记得他有写说 Oh, if you think I can help you, please email me at 然后他在后面还加了 I read every single email. Again, 他会加了一些 interesting 的东西，一些 interesting facts, 然后去吸引一些不同的人能够写信给他。The last section, which is a really important one, 非常多人很在乎这个部分，也就是你的 special skills. 那 special skills 到底要放什么呢？也就是我们所谓想要能够吸引一些其他公司啊 employer 他们可能会来做一些 keyword search, right? So these are where you just put the skill sets that you have so that they can find you. So for me, I would probably put lesson planning, training, career coaching. That would be my skills.
You can think about what are the key skills that you would want someone to search for you or that you would put at the top of your skill set list. Now, this is not the place where you write down like Microsoft Word and PowerPoint proficiency. This is more about like the skills that you could use to collaborate with other people and connect with them. We hope that you enjoyed this overview and are thinking more about how to plan out your LinkedIn profile. Of course, you can go check Sherry's LinkedIn profile on actual LinkedIn and see it in action. Otherwise, connect with us. Let us know if you have any questions or what you would write on your LinkedIn profile because you may be a great connection for us. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The Executive Plus podcast is a Presentality Group production, produced and hosted by Sherry Fang and Nick Howard. You can search us on Facebook, 主管英文 Executive Plus. You can also find us on Instagram, Communication R&D, and email us at sherry@epstyleplus.com.